My name is Jared Friends. I own a dry ice cleaning firm in just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, and we're the group that did all the dry ice blasting on this 2023 GMC that they're building. So this truck was actually coated in a type of frame wax, I guess, cosmoline type rubber wax. Who knows what it was, but it was gross. Tar, right? You could literally run your finger on it and it would, it would stain your hand and it wouldn't come off. It was extremely thick. Couldn't take a scraper to it. The problem that they were having is every time they tried to weld to it or cut to it, it would literally just puddle this stuff up, and they were unable to do anything with it. So they brought it over to us. In totality, we had about 12 and a half, maybe 13 hours into the whole project, but this whole frame, everything was coated completely black. We started from the back, all box sides, and we went all the way up to the front and cleaned everything so they were able to keep the wheels of progress rolling. And we even took dry ice to the paint without hurting the painted surface, because some of this material ended up going airborne, filtered all onto the top of the truck. So we took our dry ice, which is the beautiful thing about dry ice, it's extremely scalable, very flexible. You can be very, very aggressive with a large particle size, but you can also scale it down with a few adjustments and be very, very gentle and do things like cleaning a painted surface without damaging clear coat.
If it has levers, you run it. If it has a steering wheel, you drive it. Yeah. No, you don't. You don't have tractors.
Dude, and zero turn, man. Like, you can't drink beer on a zero turn.
My 4-year-old son knows the tractors.
You're gonna end up just zero turn, so you can make dummy fresh dad lines. But then
it's that dad that has the kids in the car and they're riding past an excavator and he's like, "Look at that tractor, boys!" Rednecks run cat, grown men run deer. Air filter ain't even dirty yet. I'm a bitch.
Well, it's only got 27 miles on it. For Dale Jr. 8.
You better hold that drawer over. Okay.
Is he running stickies on the fucking
Dude,
That was Paul Walker right there.
Paul Walker.
No, he's running stickies on the rear.
Oh, yeah, he is. Meaty.
Dang.
Wait, it wasn't green in the movie.
It was the Eclipse was good.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's still too fast.
I almost had you.
What was the tag say?
You never had me.
You never had.
Never had your car.
Speed up.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, shit.
Sweats and fucking.
Where's the gym at, bro?
Sun's out, guns out.
Do you even lift, bro?
Right there?
Uh-huh. They're like, you got any ideas for a logo? Not really. I just want like a fucking shit ton of lightning.
Have you ever seen Aladdin? Have you ever seen Aladdin in a fucking rainstorm?
Look at them tractors, Jake.
Hell yeah.
Alright, stay with me here. I'm trying not to lose you. I want a shit ton of lightning. Relay, the only Lord I fear is my God, Jesus our Savior. Dale Earnhardt, second in command.
Praise him. Praise him.
You alright?
Oh, dude, I forgot your picture.
What is going on over there?
That sounds like a...
Miller, were you even born when Dale Earnhardt was around? What year were you born?
He said Dale Earnhardt a second ago.
what year were you born?
97.
Oh,
You got a year or two
97,
with
2 years.
with Dale alive.
fucking, Zach, give us the time. How long has it been dead?
What was it? 2001?
I think it was 2001.
Don't act like you don't know down to the minute.
It was right around the same time.
2001, bro. Today at the shop, we're removing all the stock suspension so we can make room for the long travel kit. So we got the axles out, uppers, lowers, steering, pretty much everything. And then we're gonna move the computer, brake lines, and get everything ready for the long travel kit. We're gonna remove this, put it up out of the way, relocate it. We'll cut this support off, cut this mount off, cut the coil bucket out, cut the crash support bars out, and make clearance for the bigger tires and more travel. And then we'll reinforce it back. So we're making really good progress on the truck. Waiting on a few parts to get here and we'll dig on it.
Dude. Matt, you're still working on this thing, man?
Getting there, babe. Golly.
Cut her off. Let's see ya.
Ready?
Finish her off. Shoo!
Now about 6 more hours.
Yep.
We took all Joe Biden's intake off. Gonna donate it back to his UFO fund. Got a clearance in here so Zach can get those stock coil buckets out, crash bars, make room for the old Whipple, give her all the bald eagles so we can spend those 37s freely. We still got to delete a little bit of the Chinesium and put a little bit more America, like right in this section, but she's getting there little by little. Miller, put this up on
Wait, there's can you hear what's inside of it? Put your ear.
Dude, I'm at the ocean.
Hello? Yeah, we have a Mustang. I'm not really sure what to do with my hands. It's a Mustang. It was red before, but we're making it. And we have the other car that's already black, but we're making it more black. It's a different black than it was before, but it's still black. Quick color change before the season starts. He dropped it off at 11 o'clock last night. He wants it back tomorrow night as fast as possible so we can set up the suspension and go racing next week. So naturally, we get to try and do it in 2 days. So that's how that goes. And then we got an R8 in here. This one is not nearly as big as a Rush, which is nice. It's a 2011 R8 V10. From gloss black to satin black. Powder coat the exhaust tips, change out to black emblems. We are going to ceramic coat it for them as well. Tint the lights out. A little bit of everything on that one. At Maxton Designs, I think is the company. Front lip, side skirts. Make it look real aggressive black. 2023 4Runner. We got good old boy Zach. Did him a TRD skid plate on there, and then brought it over here to do satin black trim on it, hood scoop, front and rear, little plastic skid plate looking things. That's what we got in the shop this week. We try to get everything wrapped up for the end of the week. Got a couple other small in and out jobs. Yep.
Since last week we got a lot knocked out on the old stock frame. Both cross members that were here, we had a spare tire carrier cross member that went through this section. We got those all shaved off and prepped. The Pyrotech fuel cell is going to sit here. It mounts pretty much flush with this top rail, and then Ryan makes a cradle that goes to the bottom side of the frame, and that actually has a tube that runs through it for the torsion sway bar for the rear. The stock axle is in here just for mock-up. We're still working on a few workarounds on the new axle and making sure that the ABS and everything is going to function properly. We got the 4-link arms on. They're mocked up. Zip tie welded right now. The upper link, everything is pretty much laid out. We're going to bring the body back in and make sure everything cycles and is centered of the fiberglass, and then we'll go ahead and burn everything in. We've got to put the C-notch goes here, the bump stops. Don't know if we're going to have to notch and clearance a little bit more on this cross member, but everything else lays up pretty much perfect. Pretty excited to get this thing start going back together, go out and mob it. This good?
Yeah. Oh, it's clean.
Hey?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do here? Let's see. We got.
So today we're working on removing all the suspension, get it cleaned up and ready for the long travel.
That's a good take. A good practice take.
Before we get rudely interrupted.
Don't be so nervous.
What do you got green shirt on under that black shirt for?
Let it flow. Practice.
What is? Look at 2 shirts on today.
Sound
a little cold outside.
Yeah, it's cold out.
Okay, take 2.
All right.
Stock suspension.
What did I say?
I don't know, you started stuttering and getting nervous again.
Oh.
Like Mountain Dew was on sale and it was going to run out before you get to the register.
If it was sun drop, maybe. But not Mountain Dew. I don't know, I can't talk. Somebody else is freaking talking all the time.
Let me get this air box out and then do it.
Well, you're the one telling us to film.
What's holding us up here?
Couple million. Right here's a little pluggy on the back side we can pull out.
Jake, what are you working on right now?
Cold air intake.
Your mom.
Take 2. Can't say that.
Jake, what are you working on right now?
Your mom.
What are you really working on right now?
It's this little thing called your mom.
That ain't content.
Nah, that's not even funny.
That's not even funny. My mom is a saint.
Oh, so quit joking about it.
She would be with Dale. Dale, please watch over us.
Take your hat off, sir.
Please watch over us.
Do I look at you or the camera?
The camera right here. Right here. Installing cold air today.
Miller, if you film us.
What is this?
There, now move the box.
Ta-da!
Give that to Joe Biden for one of his UFOs.
More plastic to pollute the air.
Another one for Joe Biden's UFOs.
Ta-da!
Painter's tape.
So much room for activities now.
So much room for activities.
Let's start her up. Let's hear some pure induction noises.
She'd be fucking big mad with no mass airflow sensor.